Hey nerds, join us on Discord and hit that subscribe button.
Oh, hi. Nobody wants to hear notes.
Okay.
What notes?
Yay!
Okay.
All right, last thing to see if this works. Hang on.
Type 5. Hey, how y'all doing?
How's everybody doing?
Do you guys like D&D?
Hi.
You ready to roll some dice?
Welcome to Comic-Con. Day 2.
While our esteemed DM gets ready, for anybody who doesn't know, we are Venture Forth, a D&D podcast. We started about 3 years ago as an audio show, and then in the last year we switched to video. So we're everywhere you get those things, YouTube and Twitch and so on and so forth. We play a very immersive style of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, so you might find that we get pretty carried away. So something to look forward to. I don't know, do you want to introduce yourself, Russ? You want to go down the line?
Yeah, I think we're about ready. The only thing I don't have is music right now. It's supposed to be playing out of my laptop, but I don't have it on the
No audio. Audio?
my audio.
Yeah.
Audio coming through?
So, I don't know.
We could just sing.
We could just sing.
Just
No, we're not
acapella.
Is it, do you have your audio? Let me see.
Yep, Shane is the actual tech wizard for our group. He does literally everything. I am a monkey with a laptop, so...
A beautiful,
Handsome
thanks.
monkey with a laptop.
gorgeous monkey. Okay, so we got, we're going through the headphone port, so that
Look at that
should be
beard.
good.
Oh,
Hey.
I got something.
There we go. There we go, baby. He rolled a nat 20 on the tech check.
It's just, Shane just has the magic touch.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
all
it was
takes.
our friends in the back of the house. So
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you. All right. Well, I think I'm ready. We'll find out, I guess, right? I believe we are ready for our typical introduction. So, without any further ado, would you like to kick us off?
Hi, I'm Alma.
Kellic.
Flynn. Zika.
Thessaly.
And I'm your DM, Seth. Welcome to Venture Forth. Oh no, did it go? You got it.
Go.
Come on. Hey. Eureka. All right.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Who that guy?
It worked. All right. And before I dive into our typical recap, to give you all some context as to where the Agents of Repair are in the beautiful world of Elbor, I would actually like to take a moment to go down the table and have everybody just state their names, their character, who they're playing today, so that everybody knows what's going on. Shane, would you like to kick us off?
Hey everybody, I'm Shane. I play Kellic, a half-drow grave cleric with a curmudgeonly attitude. He is defined by an entirely burned right arm covered in bandages and pretty typical cleric apparel beyond that. So.
Amazing.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Hausman, and I play Alma Marsk, a human sorcerer with some flavor.
Hi, I'm Devin, and I play Thessaly Gwyn, an Aasimar Paladin of Vengeance.
I am Rodney Campbell. I play Seeker. I'm a part rogue, part cleric. I like tricks and taking stuff.
Hi, I'm Russ. I play a halfling fighter named Flynn Fellowweave with an annoying attitude.
Get over there.
Just do it.
Just do the
Go to
thing.
your home.
Just go to your
Good
place.
for your home.
Wow, technical difficulties.
Technical
gang.
goblins.
This is come on. No, we're flirting with the edge of the screen.
Look at that.
All right.
Yeah,
I
buddy.
think this is the last thing I actually have to put on this screen. So, all right.
And then music, right?
Yeah,
And then,
Yeah, we're good.
hang on. That's good to go.
Thank you, whoever said that.
All right. And with that, let us go ahead and jump in.
Let's play some D&D.
Let's play some D&D.
Do it.
when last we left our heroes. After successfully bringing an end to the siege of Addersfeld, the agents of repair returned to Stillgate for an audience with Queen Isolde of Ondale to recap the events of the siege and made the first tentative steps towards a ceasefire along the war front, while the nations at war in Elbor turned to a larger, more existential threat. Battered and exhausted from 2 days of battling in the siege to the south, and some recent changes in the agreement between a certain powerful archfey and our resident fighter, you all retired to Stillgate and to Sunplume to pursue some downtime activities. Seeker headed to the Temple of Lauris to enact sacred rites and dedicate himself as a holy warrior. Kellic and Thessaly finally took some time to just be the two of them and enjoy a moment of stillness amidst the chaos of recent days. Flynn went back to his roots with a little help and continued his training alongside a new tutor in the form of Salix Gwyn, and Olma headed to Sunplume, where she learned a little bit more about her past and her future. But as the second day of your downtime came to a close in the cities of Stillgate and Sunplume, you were approached by an enigmatic emissary of the Weaver, a mountain nymph by the name of Soleil. She knew you and of your recent exploits and carried a message that you come to the lands of the Weaver, inside of the hearts of the raging woods. The Weaver has sent word that she knows of the enemies you face, specifically Corvin Amberstone, the powerful Lich, and she claims to know the location of the key to his undoing. You quickly made arrangements with Queen Isolde and were sent an aid from the Enchanters Guild within the city, sent word to Olma and Sunplume, and under the aid of teleportation magic, were carried away from Stillgate to the streets of Sunplume to begin your journey toward the Weaver. So, as we come back to all of you, you feel the familiar pull of teleportation magic, that lurching in the stomach as it drops out from underneath you. All too familiar to you all at this point, and you feel solid ground beneath your feet. As you land in the streets of Sunplume, you see ahead of you the Agents of Repair house, more specifically Olma's house. And who should be out front on the porch but Olma, waiting for the group to arrive. It is early morning yet here in Sunplume. You do not see in anywhere near sight the guide that you have been promised, but you all arrive. So I ask you, what do you wish to do?
I'm just sitting on the porch, and I'm twiddling my thumbs waiting because Kellic didn't tell me exactly when they were going to arrive, so I've just been like sitting here for an hour waiting.
Amazing.
You know, no matter how many times we do that, I never quite get used to it.
Yeah, it's always rough. Kabir, how you looking okay? You look tired.
Well, yes, I'm rather used to it, considering, this is the second time in the last 24 hours I've been mandated to bring you all here.
Thanks,
Oh, it's not too
Kabir.
bad.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kabir.
Oh, you're very welcome. I resent it not at all.
You're very nice. Thank you.
Do we have to pay you or?
I believe arrangements have all been taken care of.
Okay.
We're the personal assistants to the Queen. I think we're all right.
Right. I'm just being polite. I'm sorry.
I float a piece of platinum over to Kabir with my invisible mage hand.
He will,
That is for you.
Seeker, you're not going to have any of that left if you keep
I have plenty.
Oh,
I'm okay.
with a very adroit hand, it disappears up the sleeves of his voluminous robes as he walks a short distance away and then gets down on the ground and starts casting teleportation circle to take him back to the city of Stillgate.
Bye, Kabir.
Goodbye. Enjoy your time here.
Hey, Oma.
Hey, Flynn.
All right. Did Kellic tell you everything, or basically we gotta find a? I don't really remember.
Yeah, well, no one showed up, so I was just waiting.
We are finding the phylactery.
That's what it's
in order
hard to say
defeat
that.
Corvin
Phylactery.
Amberstone, the Lich.
Phylactery.
Re.
Yeah, the little thing with his soul in it.
So, oh yeah.
How do you know that?
Because we've talked
this.
about it.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I got a lot on my mind. I'm
It's not
sorry.
a difficult
Some people
concept.
remember things.
Okay.
I don't.
Where's the next step then?
We're
You
waiting
were
for
supposed to
someone,
get
right?
the person, yeah.
Some kind of guide.
Oh, right. Did we get a name?
You did not.
I don't believe we did.
Do we get a place
DM
we need to wait?
I'm going to look around a bit. Is there any mysterious character lurking anywhere?
As you look around, you see just sort of gently plodding down the streets of Sunplume, you see a small figure atop what looks like a ram, like a mountain goat. He's got a little saddle on it. This character has like a long white beard that drapes down, an interesting leather headdress that has a pair of antlers that come up. He's carrying like across his back like what looks like a wood and bone kind of like odd glaive staff, interesting
Okay.
apparatus.
Nice.
And you can hear just the faintest like as the hooves of this goat as he just like lazily plods in the saddle. You see this figure's small, quite small, maybe about 2.5 feet tall or so, wearing woodsman's clothes. He has like a sort of a deep blue undershirt, a leather jerkin that's kind of over the top, and he appears to have like all number of weird apparatuses on him. He's got like rabbit's feet and strange little wood totems, and he's just like covered with all kinds of different accoutrement, if you will.
Doohickeys.
Doodads and doohickeys, exactly. And he just sort of like is lazily plodding towards you guys until eventually, like as you look at him, you see a hand just come up and.
Maybe that's the guide.
It seems likely.
It would appear that way.
I've never seen someone like that before.
I mean,
Like
kind
what?
of reminds me of, Hobblepot? Hollowpot? Just in terms of eccentricity.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, sure.
Then, I suppose you weren't there.
No.
This
No.
strange gnome, he's got a bit of a headdress and he turns into...
He was
should probably
riding a
follow the
bug.
guide.
Hi!
I think he's coming towards us.
Or go to them.
But he's moving so slowly. Is this the pace? Sir?
Hello?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh.
You wouldn't happen to be our guide to the Weaver, would you?
Right. Yeah. I've been sent to bring you all to the Weaver.
so slow.
Real slow.
All right, so let's, we can walk behind you, yes?
All right. And he just like turns the goat immediately around back the way he came. And then over his shoulder he goes, name's Mozzie.
Mozzie.
M-O-Z-I.
Mozzie.
Mozzie. You see now as he gets closer, you can see like his face is cracked and weathered, sun-kissed, like leather. Just like he looks like old shoe leather. Just like deep lines across the face. And as he gets kind of close to you guys, you see the goat just like, just kind of bleats. As the tail swicks, and he turns around and begins leading you guys down the street and just kind of like waves for you all to catch up.
Mozzie, what's your goat's name?
My goat?
Uh-huh.
Where'd my accent go? My goat is named Bessie.
Mozzie and Bessie. Okay.
She's a good gal.
She,
Quite like her.
She moves at the pace that she wants, or is it a
Oh, come on now. She can turn it on when she needs to.
I was just curious.
I don't like the judgment in your voice in particular.
We have a bit of a schedule. It's a long story, but if we don't do a certain thing within a few months, great evil will befall us. So, if we could, maybe. Mozzie.
With respect to Bessie.
Do we get goats? Too?
Flynn.
This is my goat.
I understand.
He doesn't want your goat.
If you want to bring your own goat, you can bring your own goat.
Well, I didn't know we were bringing goats.
It
I
feels
guess.
as though we're outpacing the goat on foot, so I don't think we need goats.
Yeah, but it'd be
Mozzie.
nice to just sit. You know, it's gonna be a long
Mozzie,
journey.
did you get paid for this?
No.
All right. One moment.
Seeker.
I float a piece
Seeker,
of
you're
platinum.
supposed to
I
pay
float a
people
piece of
after
platinum
they've
over to
done their
Mozzie.
service, not before.
I float
I'll give him a platinum after the job is finished. Is
Oh
that
my
better?
gosh.
I float a piece over. Do you think we could go faster?
You just have to ask if you want to go faster. I don't need your money.
All right, I'll take it back.
Don't do me much good where I live anyway. And he like kicks Bessie, and she like picks up a good bit. She picks up. It goes from like to like a, you know.
Does Bessie seem like she is used to the woods?
Oh wow.
Or these woods in particular?
She is plodding and stubborn. I know she's a she and has ram's horns, but who cares? This is make believe.
Yeah.
She
This is not the first.
yeah. But yeah, she like just looks. I mean, she's a goat. She's just having a great time. She's chewing on something, who knows what, but she's just plodding along. But as you guys sort of fall in behind Mosey, you guys see the town of Sunplume again around you. Those of you have not been back for a while, actually, since the attack that you stopped on the town. You can see that the townsfolk are in the process of repairing. So you see all of the buildings and the various inns that were lit on fire during the recent giant attack. You can hear like people calling out to one another and raising up buttresses and things like that to replace roofs. And it's a city that is alive with activity. At which point, you do see a figure emerge from kind of off to one side as you see Griff, the ranger who is one of the woods guard here within the city of, or rather the town of Sunplume, kind of walks over to you all and just kind of like silently falls into step beside Oma. Just in his voice, he's, so you heading out again?
I don't think so, actually. You remember Thalnora?
You gonna see her?
We're gonna try and find her. Thalnora.
Hey, Griff.
Why?
She has something to tell us?
She knows the location of a certain magic item that we need.
All right.
But apparently, she's called the Weaver.
I haven't heard that name, but the stories I've heard are not exactly good.
What kind of not good?
Like how bad?
Or
I mean, we've dealt with a lot of bad, so I mean, how bad
That's
can
true.
it be?
I've never. These are just stories, but she's supposed to be pretty dangerous.
Oh, that's not the problem.
Yeah, we've dealt with danger.
dangerous. You
We're
know-
pretty good with danger.
Yeah.
What does she do that is dangerous?
Takes things.
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
Well, Sika can stop that.
I take things, so that's okay.
Not.
Like what kind of things? Like things you carry in your pocket, or like things that wear pockets?
Pieces of you.
So things that wear pockets.
Yeah.
How do you take a piece of a
you're being a
person?
bit metaphorical.
Well,
why would
I
she want
think, maybe some literal.
She's look, all the stories, everything I've heard, she makes bargains, deals.
Well, we kind
not again.
of just made a deal with the Fae, and hopefully she's going to help us deal with that and take out the Lich who wants to end their world.
But what you're saying is there's going to be a bit of a cost on our end?
Maybe.
But she asked for us to come. So,
That's true.
Like maybe we've already paid the cost, and it's like, hey, here's your prize.
That's your optimism, Mama.
I hope that's true. But if you're going to see her, be careful.
Yeah, I'll count all my fingers, and I'll make sure I have all of them when I get back.
Toes too.
Right, toes too.
You got your bow?
I do.
All right.
We should be back here.
Hey,
Okay.
Flynn, do you remember Griff talking that much before?
No, I was literally just thinking that he's talking way too much.
He said like 3 words the whole time we were traveling last time.
I know.
This is weird.
Well, I thought it was just because maybe I was talking too much and I annoy him. I do that a lot.
You do. But it's okay.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome.
And I just like give him a quick little hug around his waist.
He drapes an arm over you, hugs you back.
That's also new.
All right. And he just kind of stops in the road and watches you guys as you leave town.
Alma,
Uh-huh.
strikes me that Griff was a bit weird.
Us too.
I don't think I've ever seen him show any affection to anyone.
Yeah.
Oddly invested in
Aren't most
you
of his
in
answers
particular.
Well, we.
one word?
You know, we're really busy. We can talk about that later.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
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 It's fine. Everything's fine. We just there's a lot to talk about actually, and I don't know if right now is the right time to do it. Maybe like over dinner, with some mushroom soup and some bread, and then we can all get together and we can all talk
About Griff?
about everything, about life and how everyone's been doing these last couple of days.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Now Fane's got a lot to talk about, okay? He's been like wandering the woods and learning, so like he's got to share too.
We'll let Malfane
wa-
unpack some things then.
Hear from both of you. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I learned some stuff too. I mean,
Off in the distance, you see a small form walking around with a brass helmet on and a opaque visor, just like
nothing?
strutting through the streets. He's far away, but you just see him like cross the street like 3 blocks away from you guys.
I love that kid.
Can I send a message?
Sure.
I rub my left ear. Nothing. And I'll just wave.
Stop. Seeker?
over here.
Seeker, remember, he doesn't understand what you're saying.
Almost sometimes if you communicate magically, it transcends
Really?
language. Yes.
He
Whoa.
probably knows his name.
He knows who I am.
And I just
I
yelled.
know he knows who you are.
And he's running over. He's like, just like coming over. He's like, Seeker, Seeker, Gallic. And he's just saying your guys' names. And then he gets up to you, he just starts babbling in Undercommon. So like, hey, Gallic, he's like, oh my gosh, you guys are back. What have you been doing? I've been here for 2 days. Oh my God, I'm
Kelly,
learning
what's
so
he
much
saying?
stuff.
What's he saying?
I mean, nothing of consequence, Flynn. He's a child.
Oh, okay, right.
But do I catch like a couple words?
Oh, as a matter of fact, Thessaly, who you have been working for the last couple days on your Undercommon, there's a couple that you catch in there, yeah. You get like, doing, lots, where. Like,
All the important
We're
words.
just like trying to very actively listen, like trying to pick up.
You're doing great, yeah. He's just like a mile a minute talking. He's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Thanks for the helmet. This thing's really cool. I can see so much better in the daytime now.
Alec, we gotta go.
All right.
Dinner later.
I have a lot of children to attend to, Alma. Not just you.
Tired dad.
If Nalfane will let me, I'll just walk over and bend down and give him a hug.
He like stops talking. And he wraps his arms around you.
Good to see you.
Kelly, do you think I could get one of those helmets when we get back to Stillgate?
I'm sure the Queen can spare a helmet, Flynn.
We know the Queen. She can probably make that happen.
Yeah, seeing in the dark is hard for me.
I can help with that, you know.
I know, but like, then you don't have to.
But I never use it.
We'll talk about it later.
Fine.
I'm gonna try very clunkily in Undercommon to say, "See you soon."
And in common, he says back to you, see you soon.
I beam at Thessaly.
I'd be back.
And I pat her on the shoulder.
Did you want to say anything else to him?
No. I just want to give him a hug.
Take care. Nothing.
We'll see you guys later. Bye. And then he just like takes off.
Be safe out there.
Yeah.
He won't be.
Yeah.
Moxie and Bessie are like so far
Yeah.
past us now because we've stopped.
They're not
They're like 50 yards down the road. It takes about just a little bit to catch up. He'd never stopped, just kept going the whole time.
Hustle a bit.
But you guys follow Mozzie into, or rather, very quickly reaching the edge of the small town of Sunplume and wind your way upwards, sort of the path. Sunplume kind of resides in this almost depression by the sea, kind of surrounded on almost all sides by the thick forests of northern Kaldor, the Raging Wood, as a matter of fact. And as you guys go up this winding pathway, you kind of look behind you and you can see the city spread out below. The town, rather, your house. Gentle plume of smoke kind of curling up from the fire keepers started this morning. But very quickly, the sort of brightness of the morning fades to the cloying dark of the Raging Woods as the massive pine trees around you very quickly blot out the sun, and the smell of snow and damp earth hits your nostrils. And you can see there are still large snowdrifts and snowbanks. It's still very much in the grips of winter. And Mozzie kind of just like effortlessly leads you guys over towards a like a pathway that is almost like just a game trail through the snow drifts and the various pieces of woods, and you guys just begin the long trek to Thalnora's place of residence.
How dark is it?
It is dim light all
Dim
here
light.
under the trees. Yeah, as you guys this is one of those. This is an old growth forest. So you get maybe 100 yards in before you are swallowed by the woods. You cannot see sun plume behind you. The trees are anywhere from 10 to sometimes 20, 30 feet thick in diameter. They're huge trees.
Ostendi nobis. I'll cast light.
Hey,
There we go.
There it is.
And I'll walk sort of like just behind Mozzie.
Okay.
To try and light the way forward.
All right. He plods along next to you guys during the day of travel. As you guys are sort of wandering through these woods, is there anything that anybody would like to do, attempt, while you guys are moving?
How fast are we moving? Like decent? Like we're at the top end of our movement.
You're moving, yeah. I mean, you're moving at a good travel pace through the woods. I mean, it very quickly gets into difficult terrain. This is pretty mountainous, hilly terrain here, and then it only gets worse the deeper into the woods you go as the raging peaks begin to climb upwards and out from the ground.
I want to try and practice my like survivaling skills that I've been learning. You
With
know,
Griff?
Yeah, like what kind of tracks am I seeing and all that. Goodness.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll a survival check for me
Nice.
as you look around.
First roll
Let's
of
go.
that day.
Oh boy, first roll.
First roll.
Don't mess it up. I'm just kidding.
Hey!
Noise.
It's a good one.
What am I doing?
Survival.
La 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 la. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice.
Let's go.
So, very quickly, as you begin to sort of, you harken back to just the last couple of days that you've been spending with Griff, kind of like wandering around in the woods, looking for these tracks and things like that. And you kind of take a moment to study Bessie's, the goats, and then compare them against some of the other creatures you see. You see like fawns, squirrels, raccoons, and you start kind of seeing. You also come across one that is very interesting. It is, you see a paw, but it's about the size of a dinner plate. And you see as this track just kind of like wanders across this game trail that you guys are on, and then off into the woods.
Is it like real deep? Like it's a heavy creature?
Very deep, yeah. So.
Okay. Keep your eyes out.
I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while.
Okay.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Can I burn a divine sense and kind of reach out? And because I just want to see if Mozzie is. What's Mozzie got going on? You know?
Go ahead and So for those of us here, what does Thessaly's divine sense look like when they use it?
Like my skin kind of illuminates for a little bit, like it kind of travels up and then into my eyes, and my eyes just flash very briefly as I look out towards the target, which would be Mozzie in this case.
Okay. Remind me again. Divine sense is fiends, undead. What else?
Celestial, Fae, Fiend, and Undead. Yes.
Okay. No. As you look to Mozzie, you see his around him a small halo. He is indeed Fae.
Okay. We have a complex relationship with the Fae.
Yeah. I kind of look to Flynn, or like make unwarranted eye contact with Flynn, and then look to Mozzie, and then look back to Flynn.
What?
I don't know. I just feel like you guys could be friends, maybe.
Why? Because he's short?
No. Flynn is so... No. Because I think he might have something in common with you.
What do you mean?
What?
Short.
No, it's...
Because he's slow.
Because
he moves.
I'm not slow. I just have little legs.
Okay. Tomato.
I've been practicing something too.
I think Mozzie has something in common with your patron, Flynn.
Ooh.
I mean, it's
Lord of Shadehold.
Yes.
It's our
patron.
No,
it's our.
Oh, that's right. It is our patron now.
Speaking of patrons,
But
Kelly, Griff was saying that we might have to make a deal, or that Thalnorma makes deals. We're not gonna make another deal, right?
I mean,
well,
Well,
What if that's the way we get the phylactery?
I mean, I hope that Thalnora is not quite as devious a character as, the Lord of Shadehold.
Yeah,
So-
one can hope.
Now who's being optimistic?
Well, the prophecy said to beware of the shadows, because they'll lead astray. They didn't say beware of weaving.
Did they say anything about a lady in the wood?
No, well, yes, but not like,
Wait, what?
but
this
not
one.
like they meant like my family in the woods, I think.
Oh.
What was the
like-
line again? Do
In
you
the
remember?
shadowed wood, the she-wolf's howl was first heard.
Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Can you repeat that back?
In the shadowed wood, the she-wolf's howl was first heard.
Do those prints look like wolves to you?
Do they?
I'll look down. Yeah, I'll look down I'll do a survival check if I could.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a survival check for me. Anybody who's looking at the tracks can go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
All right.
Flynn dice.
I mean,
19. Okay, hold on.
19 on the dice.
19.
No, hold on. I add things.
It's survival. You know what? I'm gonna roll it just cause.
16?
16. Okay. 12.
25.
But I rolled a
25.
20 on
You
the
two,
on the other one. Yeah.
you two, Thessaly and Seeker, you guys roll with advantage.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, it's always wolves.
Oh, wolves.
It's always wolves.
I'm familiar with wolves.
Was that the second roll?
That was
That's a
second
19.
Okay. Okay.
roll. Not good. 11.
11. Okay.
Had advantage?
Those of you who rolled above a 15, above a 10, you do recognize them as wolf tracks. But there are multiple kinds of wolves in the world of Elbor. There are dire wolves, of course, and dire wolves are about like the size of a horse. But a horse hoof is, size of maybe a small saucer. This was like a large dinner plate, like almost like a serving tray size.
Okay.
Wait, it feels even bigger than a dire wolf?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Okay.
we're gonna have to follow the tracks. I thought I was the she-wolf,
I'm
but
pretty
I
sure
don't
you
think
are.
I'm the she-wolf anymore.
I suppose that remains to be seen.
Taco, will you stay to my left?
Yes. Actually, I was going to ask you to carry me, but sure, I'll go to your left.
Oh, I could also do that. Do you wanna hop on?
Are you
Feeling
tired?
tired?
No, I
I
just
guess
don't
we
like.
should have brought Stacy, now that I think about it.
We should have brought Stacy.
We can't all fit on stage.
Could Stacy
Well,
fit?
yes, but-
Is Stacy's a big creature. Could Stacy fit here?
Yeah, maybe not.
For that secret.
Well, if
Fine.
this wolf fits, then I suppose Stacy would.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Okay,
No,
well,
I'll ride you back later.
I was really excited because I thought I was the she-wolf, but
You want to be a she-wolf?
well, I just thought I was supposed to save the day.
You probably will. I mean, you are a little
Yeah,
god.
there's time for that.
You're basically Laris, but
you
person.
have already saved many days.
That's
depending
I
on who
know,
you ask.
but I thought that with the prophecy that I was gonna get to be like
You might.
the one who saved the world.
You might
Whatever,
still-
it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Mozzie, how we doing?
Good.
We almost there?
No.
So I think, should we go this way where the tracks are?
No.
Oh,
Why would we follow that?
because I think that's
But we have a guide.
We do have a guide.
okay.
Yeah, don't we, if we can avoid this
I think we don't want to follow the very, very large
But I think
tracks that
that
are
thing
larger
is
than normal.
I think that thing is Thalnora.
I don't think so. We haven't heard
You
its
think-
howl, Alma. That's a pretty important part
It
of the
did not
sentence.
howl.
Wait, I thought Thalnor was a person. Mozzie, is Thalnor a person or are they
She's the
an
lady of the
animal?
wood, so probably a bunch of things, right?
I wouldn't call her a person.
No. What would you call her?
A thing.
Great.
That's kind of rude.
Very specific.
What would you consider yourself? A thing or a person?
A person.
Great.
So, that left me with more questions than when I started.
Thanora's not a lord or a lady, right? Like,
Of a kind.
great.
Aw.
She's not one of the archfey, if that's what you mean.
Right, yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
asking.
that's good. That's good. Okay.
Right.
But they're afraid of her.
Oh.
Great.
All of them?
The Archfey are?
Most things are.
Oh.
So should we have a
What
healthy
about
dose of
most
fear?
people? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead, Tessa.
Should we have a healthy dose of fear going in?
I think that'd be wise.
All right.
Yeah, no deals.
All right.
No deals.
Well, I think we might have to.
Of all people, how are you talking about no deals?
It's called Growth Seeker.
All right. Yeah, you get the sense from Mozzie that, yeah, he is familiar with her. And he speaks, even the tones of his voice kind of illustrate a very healthy respect for this figure.
Okay.
Like a
Well, onward then. Away from the prince.
All right, would someone roll me a d20, please?
Ooh.
I got it.
Do it.
5.
5. All right.
Hey.
All right.
Hopefully low
Can we roll
is
another one?
good.
Do we want to roll another one?
How that works?
Well, learn
How many
today.
times did you want me to?
Just the one. That's fine. You guys continue your travel through the woods. The temperature begins to drop very precipitously as you follow these game trails with Mozzie in the fore. But your first day of travel goes uneventful.
great.
Oh, so five was
Okay.
good.
5 was good.
Five, good
was
job,
good.
Shane.
Low is good.
Way to go.
Good job.
You, after about 8 hours of travel or so, you eventually arrive, like the sun begins to set, and again, the temperature begins to drop even further, and Mozzie just stops. Reckon it's about time we make camp.
How many days do you reckon it'll be, Mozzie?
And he just sits, he like cocks his head, turns it sideways.
1, 2 days.
I reckon we'll get there sometime tomorrow. Early afternoon.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So we'll watch.
Yeah.
Okay. First.
First one. Mozzie just, he like stops in the trail and then just turns hard left and just wanders off into the woods. And he
okay.
goes,
Bye.
he like turns around, you coming?
Oh.
Oh, they mean like right here.
Camp's this way.
Oh,
You have
you have a
We have a
pre-made
Yes.
kind of scenario.
Sure.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
And he,
Following
like-
you.
Yeah, we'll follow. Yeah.
Lead
He
on.
like he wanders off, and actually you come eventually to this like rock outcropping that kind of juts out and away from the ground, and you can see there is like a little pre-made fire pit. It did look like he planned for you guys to stop at this particular juncture, but he arrives, and you see like a fire pit has been set out. There's actually already like a few food items and things like that have been gathered for you guys, you guys are like, there's some bedrolls and things like that are already laid out for you guys. Exactly the amount that is needed for the group in attendance. And
Planning ahead.
he walks over to the fire, and he like waves his hand over it, and it like just alights. Whoa, sorry about that. But yeah, and he just like waves a hand over it. You hear him kind of vaguely whisper something underneath his breath, but the fire just alights, and you kind of hear the warm crackling of that as he begins to kind of set about making camp. So as you guys go for the evening and bed down, is there anything that you guys would like to do before you go to bed?
Yeah, I'll walk over to Oma. Oma.
Yes.
And I'll I have my mage hand produce, so just floating in front of us will be a certain scroll that you're familiar with. I really appreciate that you translated this for me, and it crossed my mind that maybe you could use it, since you will be living for a very long time.
Oh.
Since it takes like 100 years to refresh.
Yeah. So I'll just hold on to it
Mm-hmm. And sometime.
decide who is worthy
No, you.
of using it
You.
next time?
You are you. Yes.
I don't think I can use it.
No, you can.
I don't think so.
You are
I'm
basically Laurus.
Not, but I'm
here.
not a cleric.
That's okay.
It says right here, you have to be a cleric. It says it.
You can come with me to a temple. We will do some stuff. I will show you some stuff. It will be fun. You have 100 years to become a cleric. You can do it.
I don't think. Look, I understand where you're coming from. I think that I don't want to do that.
Well, you don't have to, but I'm just saying you could. Look, if I am a cleric and I could do it, I'm sure you could.
Right. No. I know I could do it. I just mean I don't want to.
Okay, that is fine. But you could pick someone else. I won't be here to do it.
Right. So in 100 years, I'll just decide who's worthy of becoming a champion of Laurus. Yeah. As long as Laurus is still alive then. And we stop the war.
I don't know if that's a requisite, but maybe. And also, you picked me, so it kind of works.
I didn't pick you. This is your scroll.
Well, I mean, I took it, but you...
You picked you because you stole it.
But you... Fine. I'm not going to argue with you because I always lose.
Okay.
Do you want it or not?
Yes.
I will hold it.
No, I got it. I got it. Because you're right, because I could use this like 8 or 9 times probably in my whole life. So I could just pick one every time, and that would be kind of fun. Yeah. That could be fun. It could be a lot of fun.
Just hand-picking champions of Laurus for the rest of her life, you get it this time.
And you're champion of Laurus.
It's like a big responsibility, though. It's not supposed to be fun.
Oh, right. It's a big responsibility.
Right.
Because you stole it.
It's the champion of Laurus.
Right. It's a big responsibility.
Okay, here. Just take it.
Thank you.
This did not go how I expected it to go.
All right.
Does it ever?
You have the scroll of dedication to Laurus in your inventory, and on the 6th of Famiris and 7/3/85, it will recharge.
Noted.
Put it in Olma's calendar.
Start ticking down the days.
Yeah.
Put it in the planner.
Day 1.
There you go. Yeah, it is day 1, actually. One day closer.
One day, yep.
All right. As you guys bed down for the evening, anybody else? Any nighttime rituals or anything like that?
I'd actually, I'm gonna walk over to Flynn. I'm gonna roll my shoulders and say, all right, it's time.
What?
We're going to fight. Come on, we're gonna spar.
What?
Yes.
When did we plan this?
Oh, we didn't plan it, but I was talking to Salix and I felt like you and I should, show me what you learned.
Oh. Okay. I mean, it's kind of a work in progress. I mean, we kind of did most of it, and I think I have a handle on it, but it's not perfect or anything.
I just think it would be interesting to see if after this you could actually knock me down, because I don't know that you can.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right. So Flynn and Thessaly, you guys kind of wander off to you find a little clearing not too far away, or at least a spot of ground that is clear enough of snow. You can still hear the of the fresh snow crunching underneath you, but it looks like the wind has kind of created a nice little bowl here, about 20 feet on a side or something like that, like a nice little depression, where you guys begin to, you guys go spar. What do you guys, what is that like? What are we looking at?
I think I'll start off and just kind of be defensive and wait to see how she's moving or how they're moving.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm only gonna use the flats of my blades.
Okay.
But I don't take my armor off. I don't. I'm not.
Just going for it.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go. I would go. Okay. Also, I'm gonna be a little cheeky because I do want to win because I'm a little competitive and I still want to feel like I'm a little because this is the same thing as fighting Salix.
Yeah, you're fighting Salix by proxy.
Yeah, exactly.
Salix is Thessaly's younger brother for those in the audience.
I am gonna invoke my vow of enmity.
Oh my God. Jeez, Jesus. All right. Okay.
Take it easy.
So,
yeah.
All right. And what does that look like again?
They like briefly a sort of like draconic form, sort of like brands over the neck of Flynn. Just it doesn't hurt or anything, but like it alights really
All right.
quickly. So you would see that.
Yeah, you see like
light
little
scalding.
like little flare.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, you scared?
No. Just curious.
I just think, we can use all
I didn't
the
know we
tricks
were
up our
using
sleeves.
magic.
Oh, you didn't. We both fight
And
with
I
magic.
use,
Flynn.
I summon my Shadow Blade.
Ooh.
So as I reach my hand out, the black tattoo on my arm, my sword arm, glows a bit green, and this like green mist just shoots out from my hand as my my glowing mist of a sword appears in my hand.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, now I'm ready.
Okay. I love a challenge.
All right, and you guys run at one another and you clash together. You notice that Flynn's footwork is improved. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
But as you guys sort of like go toe to toe, you kind of go through the first clash. Give me attack rolls from both of you guys.
Okay.
Oh, you just get advantage, huh?
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
Oh, yeah, I do get advantage.
PvP.
I'm glad it was
it's
advantage. Yeah,
it's
it was
advantage.
advantage. So.
One of those, it's not great.
Yikes.
Shut up. Flynn, what we got?
13.
13? Oh.
25.
Yeah, so as you guys close the distance, Flynn, you go in for a sweep low, like kind of low, thinking that like, oh, maybe I'll cut her down at the knees. She's tall, and then Thessaly like blocks and parries, and then the first strike goes to her as you guys kind of part.
You're cheating! Ow!
And we're-
I'm just like Salix. I'm not cheating.
And as you, the rest of you, hear that chatter from over there, as you guys like can hear the kind of clashing of blades. Kellic, Oma, Seeker, anything you guys want to do this evening?
I would like to find a quiet place, maybe like around the other side, like using the outcropping to separate me
Yeah.
from the group, and I'll pull out a basin of water and hope to catch. Is there a moon light going on? Or-
So the moon today, it is, we are actually it is like an almost perfect half moon. Today is the 7th day of Famiris, if I recall, which means we're halfway to Moon Peak Festival. So the first full moon of the year. So yeah, there's like, as you look up to the sky, you see a perfect like half moon.
I will do my best to sort of shift the water to catch the light of that. And I will run concentric circles around the 3-ring symbol that's hanging from my neck. And I will close my eyes. Famir, just wanted to apologize for bringing, the Lord Shadehold into your private sanctum. But you understand. It was necessary. And I think I insulted most of the people there who worship you. And so sorry for that as well. But feel like I'm doing pretty good out here otherwise. I don't know how this is going to turn out for you, Famir. And I love you with me whole heart. But the way things look, something is going to happen with the divine fabric of this world, and you're already on your heels as it is. So I just hope that, you'll continue to understand whatever happens from here. May the light reflect from my eyes.
And as you finish your prayer, you look down to the bowl in your in front of you, and you see the moon there reflected, and you see as a kind of a cloud drifts across the front of the moon, and something about that cloud catches your eye, you see, at first, like a trick of the light, but you see, like almost a structure within it. And then a cold wind rips through where you're standing, and a voice on the wind whispers, "Run."
Nope. Nope.
You hear this yipping and howling as Mozzie stands up, and you see like his face blanch, and he turns. Who did you tell? Who did you tell you were coming?
What?
Huh?
We didn't tell him. What are you saying?
Who did you tell? Who did you talk to?
Joel Griff.
Ravagers.
Huh?
What?
Those are night hounds. Ravagers, they're... You didn't tell anyone.
Well, just...
No.
I don't think so.
I mean...
Just the
Maybe
Fae we talked
beer?
to?
I don't know.
We have to run.
We have to run?
They won't stop. The night hounds can track across anything. Everything.
Then Ronan doesn't seem that
But
productive.
could we kill them?
Let's
No.
just fight.
And he runs up the rock, the rock outcropping that you guys are looking at, and you hear as this cacophony of howls like rises 1, 2, 5, 10,
I reach
20 different like creatures as you hear this like unearthly howl rise on the cold wind, and Mozzie turns to you all. Our only hope, our only safety, is to get to the lair of the lady. That's all.
The lady?
Thalnora.
That's cool. That's cool.
I guess we go. We lead the way.
I'm gonna reach to my pouch and grab sand and toss. I will burn 2 spells, hot, and toss sand as it descends on everybody's feet and turns into a purple plasma and get Longstrider on everybody.
On everybody?
On everyone?
You can do that?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Heck yeah.
with that, you guys are a half a day's travel away from the lair of Thalnora. Almost 20 miles.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
And we will enter into our skill challenge to see if you can make it over the course of the night. Okay. All right.
Agents of
Ooh.
exhaustion.
All right, guys. So, as Mozzie sits up, he jumps on his goat, he douses the fire immediately, and he's just follow me. And you guys all, as you make these preparations, you make the preparations to leave. You grab your things and start running. We enter into a skill challenge, as we're going to see how long you guys can keep going and if you can make it to safety before this hunting party catches you. Mm-hmm. So we are entering into a chase. The gap between the two of you, as far as you can tell, is somewhere between a half a mile to a mile, based on the sounds of this howling that you guys have seen. We are going to see, based on the results of the skill challenge, how quickly, if at all, that gap closes. So, you guys begin running through the night. The cold wind frosting in front of you guys as your feet pound the floor. You see rock outcroppings and roots. You guys are struggling over and through the thick, dense woods as the darkness creeps around you. The moon barely penetrating through the forest canopy. So, first, I would like you guys all to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Are people staying within 10 feet of me?
I will say that because of the nature of this challenge, one person can benefit from your aura.
We know who that's going to be.
Yeah, Kellic, take it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That makes sense.
My knees.
My knees.
Also his knees.
Kelly's got bad knees, guys. All right, so you guys begin your process of running. Kellic.
27.
27. This is representing the first hour of your guys' run.
14.
14. Good.
11.
Oh.
Thessaly,
Yeah.
as you are focused on watching everybody around you, on keeping Kellic in your aura,
Dean,
that
can I cast
preoccupation.
guidance on this?
I'll allow it.
6.
Ooh.
6?
So 6 plus 11 is 17. I did math.
As you are running, you are focused on keeping everybody around you safe. And you start to feel your own body flag a little bit. And then Kellic, as you see Thessaly flagging, what do you do?
I will just reach out, grab their hand. Come on, darling.
Take
All
a
right.
squeeze. Yeah.
And hand in hand, you guys continue to run through the night. Seeker,
21.
21, you're fine.
13.
13, you're just fine.
Oh.
Okay. So, the first hour, you guys run over roots, over snow, through thick, thick snow drifts. Always in front of you, Mozzie just constantly, come on, run! And he's just constantly calling out to you guys, and you can hear the howling and the yipping behind you. You keep the gap. But as you guys are coming, Mozzie comes to a screeching halt in front of you. And you hear him mutter a curse under his breath as you come upon a ravine in front of you. It's about 40 feet across, nearly 100 feet deep. And it goes off in either direction as far as you guys can see. And we will start the first of our miniature skill challenges. You must accumulate 3 successes before 3 failures. Anybody can contribute in this skill challenge. You can utilize your skills, your character sheet, get creative. You can use your spells. But how do you guys bypass this particular challenge as it comes up in front of you?
Before trying to bypass the challenge, can I have been using Ray of Frost behind us to slick it up a little bit? Because we're on snow.
Oh.
Could I have slicked up the area as we're being chased?
To try to slow them down, kind of behind you? That's awesome. Okay.
I know that doesn't help our situation right now.
Go ahead and just roll a spell casting ability check for me. This is going to be just a charisma check. DC you're looking for on this is 14.
But a spell attack, so I can add my
Just a straight
necklace.
charisma check. So just a plus. I'll allow you to add your necklace bonus. So it's a +7 to the roll.
Is it cocked? Is it cocked? No.
It's
not cocked?
No.
Tides of chaos?
sure. All right. So you're going to use a little bit of that sorceress luck. What is it?
What is it?
It's one extra point.
No.
Oh no!
That's not it.
So for what are we looking at?
That is an
11. Alma, you try as you're running, but you just you can't stop for long enough to keep doing this. That is the first failure of the skill challenge. All right, that's one failure. Anybody else? What are we doing? How are we crossing this?
Thessaly. Can you fly a rope over maybe?
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Yes, I can. Absolutely.
wings, right.
All right. So that's
So yeah, wings out.
All right. Can you explain? Can you walk us through what it looks like?
These constellatory, almost like ephemeral wings appear from my back, sort of angelic, one might say. And so I am going to take flight, and I get it for a minute. And so you have rope?
Yes.
All right.
The rope of friendship. Yes.
Oh, great, wonderful. I don't think it matters what kind of rope it is.
Okay.
And is there a tree across the way?
Yeah,
Can
you can find one.
Okay, so I'm going to anchor it to one and then anchor it to the other.
Okay. For this, I'm going to say not tying. Go ahead and give me a survival check. I will say you have advantage on this.
Ooh.
You're looking for just a DC 10 to tie the knot appropriately to hold the weight of the group as they're going
which
to go
one are you
across.
going to pick?
I know, this is, so
Yeah.
okay,
Oh, yeah,
I get
Devin-
advantage.
Devin
but-
dice.
Matters a lot.
Rolling with D.
This is an important check.
It's just math.
The constant battle at our table. Are they math rocks or do they have feelings?
They definitely have feelings.
You can see where the camps lie.
And that's why we say they have feelings.
You did
I'm
good.
rolling well as well. I'm just.
They did good.
I did okay. It's you said survival?
Yeah.
That's a 13.
13.
You only
That
did
is
10.
That is enough. You feel good about the knot on the other side of the branch. That is one success on the skill challenge. Who's next? You see, the rope is anchored across the ravine. You guys all have to get across.
Do we see them? Do we hear them? How far?
Yeah, it's about 40 feet across, so you can see them, especially they're glowing across the way.
Yeah.
So Thessaly, you call out
Yeah, it's secure. Everyone can. Are you going to climb the rope? Are you going to shimmy?
I'm going to consider the second attempt a group athletics check to all get across the rope.
Yeah.
So everybody give me an athletics check for me as you guys all attempt to cross and shimmy over this rope.
DM, what about acrobatics?
Acrobatics? No.
Hey, what about sleight of hand?
Also, no.
I would like to. Can I
Yeah,
make a point though?
yeah.
Wing's still out. I don't think has a full
Yeah.
minute passed.
No.
No.
not
Okay.
yet.
I'm going to be ready to like swoop if anybody happens to.
All right, so
fall.
you're like hovering kind of in the,
Yeah,
okay.
in the vicinity of the rope.
So the
All right.
decision was no acrobatics.
No acrobatics. As you guys,
I will, before anybody starts,
Yeah.
I'll inculquo, and I will cast Bear's Endurance.
all right.
6th level on everybody.
Oh, shit.
So everybody gets advantage on strength
Shoot.
checks and doubles their carrying capacity.
All right. Advantage on strength
Let's
check, so
go.
everybody gets to roll this advantage. Dude, 6th level spell.
Also
What does that
draw
look
like
like when it takes over the group?
So there's like a font of burning ashes that flurry out of my hand, but then I collect them, pull them into my chest, and as I do, from above each member of the party, a portal sort of opens and just like a trace of ashes come over them in a shape of a cowl that trails down their shoulders as they are infused with strength.
Amazing. All right, you guys all have the benefits of Bear's Endurance. Go ahead and give me a group athletic check. Everybody's rolling at advantage. That's awesome.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah, it's fine.
All right.
It's not cocked. It's fine.
All right, go ahead.
That is dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Kellic? Jeez, I gotta, sorry. Maxing out this mic over here.
This is
do I have to roll?
athletics check.
Yeah.
We're
don't,
very
sorry.
grateful for advantage.
Athletics check.
1 second.
It's at the top. It's all
Mathing.
alphabetical.
Oh, it's A. 14.
14, okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just curious. I rolled a 1 and I have advantage, so I rolled 3 times technically.
So you re-roll the
Okay.
1, take that second
So
result.
I got an 8 and a 13.
Okay.
So a 12.
12, okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice,
All right,
nice.
and then you got a what again?
13.
13 and a 13.
Or no, 14.
Oh, sorry, 14 and a 13.
And a 12.
Or 12.
That doesn't matter, right?
Thessaly. Huh? As the group is getting across, the cold begins
Oh, no.
to encroach upon Flynn, your grip. As you're going hand over hand and your hands, like you just can't quite close your hand adequately around it. And you see Flynn slip.
I swoop.
Now for this, ooh boy, this will be the final check. Go ahead and,
Can I?
give me an
guess?
initiative roll.
An initiative.
Yeah, an initiative roll to
Do
see
we
if you
have the
can.
reaction?
Yeah, do I see?
Yeah.
Guidance on
Well, I also have
Yeah.
I have bend luck.
luck?
Ben Luck.
Can I bend?
Would you like to bend?
Can I bend?
bend Flynn's
I would
luck?
like to bend.
bend
some
my-
luck. Because you rolled a 14
Bend it.
Yeah.
and you succeeded, and you rolled a 12. So
What did you roll to succeed?
He rolled a 14.
okay. Well,
All right.
We'll see.
You got Ben
some
Luck.
luck?
Amazing.
What does it do?
Go ahead.
That's a 13.
Flynn, your hand goes to close around the thing. You feel the cold begin to like loosen your grip. Like you can't, you're numb. Your hands are numb. And you hear or see Alma call out. What do you do?
Flynn! Hold on!
I'm startled and I squeeze my hand.
Yeah, you hear Alma's voice, hold on! And you feel your hand clamp around the rope as you are successful in navigating across the rope.
Thank you, Alma.
All right, what do you guys do? Do you cut the rope down behind? Oh, wait, hang on.
No.
Oh, gotta roll.
No,
gotta roll for the
Mozzie.
doggos.
No.
Oh, Mozzie. I have to save
How are you getting past this?
What about the goat?
Oh, man.
Bessie.
Go.
Oh no!
Let me see what he's got
It's a fake
here.
goat.
it's a
What has he
Fago.
got?
How can a goat cross?
Climb a rope.
Amazing. Oh, man.
the goat.
Go down a rope.
He turns to Bessie and he says,
No.
they don't want you. Run. And the goat, like she's like, "Ah," and then takes off into the woods.
I didn't know she could move that fast.
Oh, she
Finally.
books too. Books. She's moving like 60 feet around, easy.
Yes.
As you see his goat take off into the forest, and he turns to the rest of you guys, and he's just like, this better be worth it. And you guys successfully navigate the ravine. Oh wait, do we? Hang on.
Do I have to save Mozzie?
Oh, he's strong as hell. All right. Well,
Look
guys,
at that.
he's
Look
beefy.
at
Yeah, he's beefy. So he is good. And did I look at that right?
Yes.
Yes, you did. It's right. You're right. Don't second guess yourself.
Oh no, that's his saving throw. I'm sorry. So Thessaly, you see as this little man that has been working with you guys, he also begins to climb across the wall and he falls.
You've got to be all right. And I just swoop, and I'm going to try to catch him like princess style and just swoop him up.
As you do, like you sweep down and you grab a hold of him. Give me an initiative check for me.
Oh, okay. I get
This is
advantage on
You
initiative.
do get an that's right, because you're
you do.
plate mail. A little gift from your buddy Seeker over there.
He's looking out for me.
Yeah, he is.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
What,
Did we kill our NPC?
initiative?
Initiative.
Kelly, you got a reaction, right?
That's a 4? That's a 4.
I don't know if it's gonna matter.
That's a 4.
Total?
Yes!
But your dice have feelings.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay, wait.
Oh no,
Can't-
it is done.
It's done?
No. He's we'll see if he survives.
Wait, do I touch him?
Yes.
Do I have time to do one more thing?
Sure.
I will be expending a 4th level spell slot for this.
Okay.
I would like to cast Dimension Door the second I touch him.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Sorry. So you see as Mozzie slips.
We can't lose our guy.
You see him fall. I know. I was gonna see if he could take this fall, but you see as he falls and he's like scrambling, and he doesn't like nothing escapes him. He just like in silence, and you whoosh. You take the wings, go into a dive, and you reach out, and he's right about to hit the ground, and you reach out and you grab a hold of his hand. And you whoosh, dimension door yourselves. Go ahead and mark the
And
spell slot down.
I will.
I will consider that a success for the last part of this skill challenge.
And if I may, when I do it, like the constellatory wings like shroud around both of us, and then they form the dimension, and then it pops up again at the top on the other side of the ravine.
Amazing. As like
that's
whoosh,
so
you guys,
cool.
like you guys land. That's really cool. Okay,
Hey.
I'm gonna have to watch myself. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, first challenge bypassed. All right,
When
so
we get across, I'm gonna silver wind and slash the rope.
slash the rope. Okay,
Nice.
cool. Awesome. So yeah, as you do that, Seeker, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Critty bang.
All right. As you look, like you slash the rope and you kind of look back just briefly to see if you can like get a glance of anything, and like off in the distance you see like just these faint like flickers of glowing light that are moving between the trees, and you catch a glimpse of something tall and like almost regal looking through the trees, and you see several different spots of light all moving through the trees towards this ravine and you guys. And you hear those calls,
Those
those
yips,
howls
those
getting
howls.
louder.
Alright.
All right. But now you guys continue running. I would like everybody to give me another Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Does Kelly get +5 again? Can I? let
Yes,
him
you
have
can
that?
choose to
Okay.
have.
Yeah. I think my reaction to that is like, we're not done. We need to keep moving.
Yep.
And we still have Long Strider. Does that help at all?
It's extra speed.
How long does Long Strider last?
10 minutes.
No, it's been an hour.
It's gone now? Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
I'm sorry, no, it's an hour.
An hour.
It is an hour.
Would you like to cast it again?
Are you gonna throw other nasty stuff at us where I might need to use spells?
You have a big sword.
Yeah.
You have a big sword. You'll be fine.
No, I'm gonna leave it at there.
Okay. All right. Going down the table, Kellic.
17.
Good.
6.
6.
Can I cast Expeditious Retreat on myself?
How long
It's a
does it-
bonus action.
How long does it last?
What is
A minute, if I recall.
10 minutes.
10 minutes? I'm going to say that's not going to be enough to change your roll.
Okay,
But
so
I'm
we're
faster
fine.
than all of them anyway.
26.
26. Thessaly's fine.
this? How you feel about an 8?
We'll get to that.
23.
23.
Yeah.
Flynn's fine. as the
Why you
second
say I'm fine?
the second hour of running through the heavy woods and the snow, Olma and Seeker, you guys begin to feel the effects of the cold and the exertion. The two of you take one level of exhaustion. It is chase exhaustion. It's a little bit different. Functions the same mechanically. However, it goes away after a short rest, not a long rest.
Exhaustion, my old friend.
So,
Yeah.
oh, buddy.
Agents
Yeah.
of exhaustion.
Our old
Okay, you're gonna
friend.
have to remind me, Seth.
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Great. During a skill challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was who again? Alma and
Just
Seeker.
Olma and Seeker. Olma and
Hey,
Seeker.
might want to do a thing.
Might want to do a thing. You better decide quick.
Can I use a key point?
I'll do it later.
A key point? Mm-hmm. 2.
The step of the wind.
Yeah.
How many key points you got?
2.
I feel your pain, but no.
Well, I do run.
You do run very
A bit
fast.
faster than
You
everyone
do
else.
run
So
very
am I
fast.
still keeping up?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I would say you're still keeping up, but like those of you, the rest of the group, you do notice as like Seeker and Olma are starting to struggle.
Always me.
Sorry, buddy. They're both the fastest. But this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is the pathway looking before us? Is it converging in any way, or is it just wide?
So like
woods?
right now, so you guys have been kind of like basically getting into the foothills, but now as you guys are getting deeper into the actual mountains, you're starting to like go through these deep ravines. Like you're starting to kind of navigate them. So this was that ravine you just crossed was kind of the first of some, but now you're like basically making your way between the areas of the peaks as they're coming down. So you're like in the valleys.
Okay.
But yeah.
Can I see at some point, or let me know, I guess, when it becomes particularly narrow?
Okay. Yeah.
I have a thing I want to do.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Okay, noted. So as a matter of fact, you guys are running. You're running. As we get to the tail end of the second hour, Olma and Seeker, you guys start to kind of feel it. Who's in the lead? I need a marching order.
I was.
Yeah, I was. There was a time.
All right.
Maybe Thessaly? I don't know. You're
I
probably
would be
fastest now.
in the lead.
In the lead.
One
And
of you
your,
two,
Your
yeah.
passive perception's quite high, right?
I would have been towards the middle just to try to keep my aura around people.
Okay.
Well, you were next to. You were.
Oh wait, I am next to Kellic, so yeah, I would have been right
So
behind.
Thessaly and Kellic.
Oh, so
are
you
in
two
the
in the front. I'll be in the middle then.
So Kellic, you actually start to notice it first as you kind of get into this ravine. The trees start to grow a little bit closer together, and everything does start to narrow. But as you also get into this ravine, forced down a different path than you might have taken otherwise, you start to see thick gossamer webs from the trees connecting one another as you guys are forced down this ravine into what looks to be some form of nest or lair. And thus we begin our second miniature skill challenge. 3 successes before 3 failures.
So when you said Thalnora was a thing, you didn't mean a spider, right?
No, these are... Oh.
You're supposed to be our guide.
I'm doing my best. I got little legs.
I don't.
And he's tiny, and he has 20-foot movement speed. So he's in the back, and he's like, that way. Oh, no. Like, he is doing his best, but he can't. He's having a hard time keeping up with
I'm
you.
probably next to him.
Yeah, there you go. Flynn bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
Flynn bringing up the rear. But so you guys kind of see as these webs start to kind of condense and coalesce. So how are you guys going to bypass this particular area as they start to get kind of denser and you start to worry about making contact with them?
Can I?
Oh,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was just wondering if I'm at the back, but if are we slowing down a little bit to navigate these things?
It's up to you. Yeah.
If I could catch up to the front, I would pull out my regular sword. I'll summon my sword, and I will rub my fingers together, and that green magic turns into like a red magic on the evocation sigil, and my fingers start to glow that green flame, and I will rub it up against my blade, and it'll light into green flame, and I will, if I could, use that as a way to kind of like cut down and burn down the webs.
You're trying to burn them down. Okay,
Burn
go
down
ahead and
the
give me an
webs?
attack roll.
I can
Yeah,
do
go ahead and give
that.
me an attack roll.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I can't. Do I add? It's a
Just an
plus
attack
2 to now because of my shoulder.
Yeah,
Right?
mhm.
So it's plus something. Yeah, that's a plus a lot. It's like
Thank God. Plus.
31.
All right. So as you guys come in, that's awesome. As you guys come into this thing, you see as Flynn kind of steps forward in front of the group and pulls out his sword, and
I got it.
you see the green flames as he starts to touch them to the webs, and they start to like burn off into the trees. But there are still lots and lots here. So Flynn, you kind of like you roll a nature check for me.
Okay.
But why?
But why though?
15.
15.
Because it's a beautiful night?
Yeah, calling back to your Ironlight Collective training, the books and the bestiaries, you remember giant spiders, and you know that they have web sense. They can sense whenever you're touching their webs. So rather, like as you go to like start chopping through them, you go, wait. And then you gently like just let the flame lick on the web, and you let the fire take care of it rather than like carving your way through and potentially alerting them to your presence.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's all you?
I have fire.
All right. What do you want to help with, Flynn? What do you got?
I want to help. I have fire and I want to help.
Wait, was mine a success? Was it success?
That's a success. Oh yeah. 31. That'll do.
Would I feel like some burning hands in front of me in a cone of 15 feet would not affect the vibrations of the
So
web?
you guys get to like a particularly dense area, like where a lot of these webs come together. It's basically impassable, and you go ahead and try to use burning hands to make a pathway. Go ahead and roll. I will say this will be.
It's a dex save, so.
Yeah, it's a dex save. Webs can't make those though. I will tell you what. That's just awesome. So roll. Also roll an attack roll at advantage for me.
Can I use my
like to
spell
kind
attack?
this is kind of to like direct it as you're casting it to attempt to carve a pathway through.
Okay, I'm gonna use my spell attack.
Yep.
Oh, thank God, guys. It's a success by a lot.
All
It's
right.
like a 29.
Nice.
Awesome. So so Flynn, you get to this place and you've got the flame blade, but it's not enough to get through this huge chunk. And then you just see as Olma steps forward and reaches her hands out, and you guys just see as this cone of flames like goes outwards, and you see as the webs clear and fall away, leaving a pathway forward.
Yeah,
Did that
works.
do it?
Awesome. And then the Mozzie is like, yeah, go that way, left. And like you guys kind of get to a point where the ravine, like you get to the base of another peak, and you kind of have this option to go up this forking road. And he says that way makes you guys go left.
As we make this turn, DM,
And this is way up.
I will make my way to the back of the lineup. I will reach my hand down into the earth, and I will pull up from the earth the ashes of the most recently deceased thing here, and Vigile, and I will cast Guardian of Faith and draw out the ashes that basically climb up my hand and climb up through the ground around it and form into effectively as though the ashes are trying to piece together the thing that they once were in this sort of like messy, crumbling creature that will hopefully hold off the things that are pursuing us.
Amazing. All right, so you kind of reach in the ground and you see as like these different like disparate pieces of things kind of start to like come together almost ephemerally, and you see this like almost like this amalgamation of like all of these different creatures, like woodland beings and all these different things and bones as they kind of come together and create this like this visage made of ash and like light as it just sort of like stands almost guarding the way behind you. And you see as it turns to you and like it like nods and then just turns and like stands and looks back the way you came.
Steady on, lad. Take care.
That's awesome.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So, and you guys keep running. As you guys continue to run, we come to our third round. You guys have made it. At this point, you've been running for 2 hours. You guys have made it about 6-7 miles.
Damn.
Out of 20?
Over rough terrain, snow, and everything else. Oh, that's right. I did say 20. So you're about. I lied there. Just then, I lied. You're at about.
Carry the one.
Yeah, you're at about 7. You're at about 7-8 miles. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Awesome. You guys continue to run and continue to run. This time you're getting again more into like, and you start to slow just by nature of the terrain and how difficult it is. And we come up to kind of the third of our second hour. After about 10 minutes after you get out of that ravine, you hear this like and like screams, and as your guardian of faith does some work back there, dude.
Do work.
Awesome.
Nice.
Third round. I would like all of you to make another Constitution saving throw for me.
It's a saving throw, not an ability check. So am I not?
It is a saving throw. You are not at disadvantage on this.
I'm gonna walk over to Oma, like knowing that we both slowed down, and I'm just gonna grab where my tattoo is on my forearm, and I'm just gonna put my left hand on her shoulder and just say, help her resist this, and cast resistance.
Resistance.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get to add a D4 to the saving throw. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, jeez. All right. Okay, down the line, Kellic.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
You're all right.
19.
Good.
18.
Good.
16.
Just made it.
17 plus 6, so
You did
23 again, I think. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Emboldened by the sounds of your pursuers being harried by Kellic's
I give
magic.
an overly cheery smile to Thessaly.
Emboldened by that, you guys continue to run, and before long, you hear this sound begin to like rise, and you hear the sound of rushing water as you guys arrive at what looks like a series of like very intense white rapids, about 30 feet across. You can see water just like tearing down the side of this mountain as a snow melt, like a river basically formed by this snow melt, cuts across your guys' path, and you have to navigate across.
How wide is it?
It's about 30 feet wide.
30.
Could I shape water to direct the flow of it as we walk?
Ooh, the cantrip shape water?
So you instantaneously move or otherwise change the flow of the water as you direct. I can do like 5 feet of it, so if we go one at a time, maybe.
Ooh, this is wild.
You
Okay.
yeah.
How fast is the water going?
Very. These are like white water rapids.
How long are your wings?
Here's what I will say. You can get you and one other person, because you can't manipulate the flow enough for the whole group, but you could get yourself and potentially one other, like, across the rocks and the various things as you direct the flow differently. Of course, assuming you succeed on this check right now. So go ahead and give me. This is going to be another spellcasting ability check.
I'm using spells on purpose.
Yeah, you are going to use another spellcasting ability check. So go ahead and roll.
But this is a disadvantage or
This is
a spell?
This is at disadvantage. Yeah, at disadvantage.
Okay.
You're aiming for a 15.
I did it. Yeah. Plus my spell attack, or plus my spell. Yeah.
Oh.
Spell ability, so 7, which we said before. So 16.
Awesome. All right, so you guys, like the rest of you, as you're kind of sitting there trying to figure out how to do it, Oma, you just see as Oma like steps forward and starts like weaving the water, and you see as like these in 5-foot sections, like you across this, like with these whitewater rapids, and stop, like redirect the flow up and away from you as you see Oma like navigate across the way. Who do you bring with you?
Oof.
Mozzie.
Oh man.
I support that choice.
No, I'm gonna bring Seeker because he's also tired like me.
Yeah.
Before we go, I'm gonna turn. Kelly, do you have another rope?
Of course.
Flynn, do you still have the bow?
Yeah.
Well, never mind. I'm gonna walk. Hey, can I have an end of the rope?
Yeah, here. Take
Okay. We're going to try and tie it so you can use it to
that's
anchor
smart.
yourselves
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
walk across.
That makes sense. In the meantime, Duce, and I'll cast Bless.
All right. Amazing. Awesome. All right. You cast Bless on the group. How are the rest of you getting across?
Well,
I will secure the rope.
Secure the rope.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So as you guys get across, you secure the rope to the other side.
I have a spell that, like, I don't know if it'll work, but I'll try it.
Give it a shot.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rub my fingers together, and the red symbol glows again, and I will go down and to the floor, and I will rub the floor and bring it up around my body as the wind starts to pick up and spin faster and faster around my body, and I will cast Warding Wind to bring that really fast wind to maybe kind of do what Alma was doing, because I saw them get across, and I was like, okay, maybe if I can use this to like keep the water away. I can cast it at a higher level if you want. I don't know if I can though.
That's awesome. Okay, so you're trying to like
divert it so I can
you're
grab the rope and then start
divert it
walking
away
across.
With the wind?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Cool.
I'll say because you're spending a spell slot, I'll give you advantage on the roll. You're aiming for a. Ooh, this is like a to see if you can hold that spell as you cross through these waters. You're aiming for same DC 15.
Okay.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Always
You said
God bless.
Arcana? Let me double check to see if this gets it.
Yeah.
You said what?
Arcana.
Well, how about 16?
Yeah, you're aiming
Okay.
for a 15.
15. Okay, so 7.
You're
Oh yeah,
blessed.
17. We're good.
Hey, all right, cool.
okay.
So Flynn, as you
Bless.
reach up and you see this
Bless.
this vortex of wind around you, as you kind of doing the same thing, and like the water just like parts around the powerful wind as it circulates around you, and you're able to successfully get across.
Awesome.
All right, Thessaly.
I looked to Kellic. Are you going to be able to do this?
Yes.
Do you want me to go with you though? Because I could actually, I could just kind of sort of pop over there, but I feel bad leaving you behind.
That's all right. I mean, well,
Do you want me to go with you though? You do. All right, so I'm gonna stay with Kellic. I won't use it. I won't use it.
All right, what are you doing?
No, I'm not gonna use it. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right. How do so
I
almost
timorously like lower my head and just hold Thessaly's hand.
Yeah, we're gonna use the rope, right?
You're gonna use the rope?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics check, Thessaly,
Okie dokie.
to pull you guys across.
To Flynn and Oma, I'm just like, do you think they're professing their love like right now?
I mean, they always do this. It's like,
Why now?
It's like they always think they're gonna die, and they've got to say they love them all the time.
All the time.
are they
be
holding
fair.
hands?
We could die at any moment.
That's right.
Oh.
Natty 20.
All right.
That's the power of love.
So so Kelly, you grab a hold of Thessaly, and Thessaly, you literally just muscle your way through, like just grabbing onto the rope and pulling through the water. It is freezing cold, and it does almost knock your feet out from under you. But thanks to the rope tied out from the rest of the group, you managed to successfully wade across, and that brings us into our fourth round. You hear as you wade across the river, you hear those howls and those yips are getting closer.
No.
They have closed the gap.
Like how? Like can we see them or we just hear them?
You hear them getting closer. You hear them getting closer. All right. So, gotcha. So you guys, as you wade across the river and continue on, last Constitution saving throw for all of us, please, as you make it to the home stretch.
Could I try something for the home stretch to kind of help you? Like it's a skill challenge, so we can be a little more. Okay.
Yeah, that's the point of skill
I
challenge.
know that that's not what this is technically for, but I have something called Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
Could I like invoke that as I feel people lagging to sort of try to like convert those like that magic into like revitalizing my compatriots?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Aura Vitality is okay. That's like, and that's the one that heals.
Yes, that's healing energy. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So as you guys continue to run through this forest, you see is like the dark is beginning to. This last Constitution saving throw is going to represent our last 2 hours. So it starts to get pretty grueling. As your feet are going numb, your hands are now numb from the cold. You feel your breath coming in ragged gasps as all of you have been running full tilt now for over 3 hours. As you've navigated, these peaks and valleys, crossed the rivers. Thessaly, your bottom half is like you see frost in your armor as all of you guys are trying. And as you look around and you see your friends and everybody's kind of starting to feel the strain, Thessaly, what does it look like?
So this almost like a lunar, like silvery energy. It sort of like echoes around where my heart is in my chest, and then it almost like in a sonic wave, it goes out, and then you see it reflect the light reflected again in everyone else's chest, like right where their heart would be, as they like feel a rush of what I'm hoping is like energy and rejuvenation in their bodies.
All right. And with that, I will say last Constitution saving throw. Everybody's at advantage. This is a DC 22.
Wait.
As it represents the last 2 hours.
A con saving throw?
Con saving.
To my medal.
Okay.
With bless.
20. Is it 22?
With less?
Bless will not last long enough over the course of these 2
'cause it's
hours.
times.
This represents like a very long time.
It's at advantage, right?
At advantage because of.
Yeah, but I have to basically crit.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk over to Oma, and again, I'm gonna grab my tattoo and just protect her.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Resistance.
Oh, crit!
That's awesome.
Kellic, you ready?
Yeah, it's like a 26.
26.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
26.
26.
I only succeeded because of bless. That's a 22.
22.
Oh, you don't get
We don't get blessed.
I'm sorry.
I don't see
Reaction.
4.
Bend luck.
Again?
2 sorcery points.
All right. Go ahead.
Adding 3.
Add 3. It's a 21.
No!
Oh, Thessaly.
Yep.
As you once again are focused on everybody around you and trying to buoy everybody else, that the water, like
Yeah,
having
that's
to
what got me.
wade through slowly like leeches your own strength away from you. You also suffer a level of exhaustion.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead.
You think a 5 will do it?
And your friend Seeker also starts to fall behind.
Oh, no.
Flynn,
I got a 17.
17.
But I haven't used this yet. And after my training over the past few days, and I've been focusing back on my fighter skills, I would like to, similarly to when I cast Second Wind, calm my breathing and take a breath and kind of like focus on my breathing and my strength, and I will use Indomitable.
Uh-huh.
And I think we have a homebrew.
We do have a homebrew rule for Indomitable. Flynn, as you are running and you feel the cold encroach upon you, and you feel the energy being seeped away from you by this environment, you remember your training, you remember what got you through, and as you focus, you choose to succeed on the save.
Crazy.
As you reach forward, I have Indomitable, just works. Fight me. It should be that way. It should always be that way. But anyway, you choose to succeed on the save, and just through pure grit and willpower, as fighters are, you make it through this last save. And hang on, see how they navigate the thing behind them. The gap is at about maybe half a mile now. You can hear the baying of the hounds behind you, and every once in a while, as you look back, you can see that same glimpse of things through the trees.
Okay.
As you guys are running, and you hear Mozzie's like, "We're nearly there, we're nearly there," and he is, oh boy, how's this little guy doing? Not well at all. Okay, he got a 2. And he's flagging too, and he keeps having to you guys almost keep having to stop, and you can hear that howling growing closer and closer. And you hear a sound come on the wind. And at first it sounds like the water. And then you hear as you hear crows calling.
Oh, snap.
A dozen, 2 dozen. Dozens and dozens, and you see ahead of you through the trees, you hear this sound like water, but instead the flapping of wings, as you see a wall of crows just coming and advancing towards you guys.
Guys?
What is that?
How do you guys do? What do you guys do?
For starters,
I'll
And as you guys look and these crows begin to get closer, you also see figures ahead of you moving through the trees, as you see massive furred forms on all 4s running
towards us.
towards you.
It's either crows in front of us, wolf guys behind us.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pull out Silverwind,
Okay. You pull out Silverwind.
and as they get close enough, I'm going to use the wakened form and unleash a 30-foot cone of of a freezing blast from the hilt.
All right.
Yes.
And try and freeze, use that to make a cone so that we can get through it. Everybody on me. I'm going to try and make a path.
All right. As you guys bunch up together, you kind of grab hold of Seeker. And Seeker, you see as the draconic form of the hilt unleashes from the sword itself, and whoosh, this cone of cold energy unleashes upon as the crows, like it smashes into them, and you see many of their frozen forms fall and shatter on the ground. As you create this opening between them, and they fly past you. And the wolves that you see off in the trees run past you and away. And you hear screams and shouts as you cross into Thalnora's lands, and her minions arrive to help.
The crows are her friends, and they're gonna go kill some wolves?
You see as this wave of crows and wolves and all manner of woodland creatures, like a charging army, just winds through the trees, and you unleash the cold, and you almost brace for the impact, and they run over you like water. And behind you, and you hear screams again as Mozzie collapses to the ground, breathing hard, as you guys successfully have entered into the realm of the Woodland Lady. I was very curious what you guys were gonna do. All that stuff coming at you.
Thank you.
And
Mozzie, get up. Come on.
You're
Where are we?
Stand.
Calic, can I have a pet crow?
No.
But they're helpful.
Well, in attacking wolves. Well, all right, fair enough.
I'll look around and see if anything looks different. You said we entered a different land.
there, as you look around, the only real sign that you can see is a tiny little rivulet of a stream that is a little ways behind you that you guys have crossed. But other than that, there's no defining anything, features or anything like that. But as you kind of look around, you see the trees here in this space. The darkness around you is deeper, more apparent. As you guys, as Mozzie, after taking a breath, stands up. We're nearly there.
What?
We're nearly there. Not far
I
now.
think we're safe from the hounds for the time being, though.
Yeah. It's getting darker, though.
And I'll look around, feeling very scared. And if I could
Yeah.
I make a spooky vibes check?
Ooh, spooky vibes.
For the uninitiated. A spooky vibes check is just a general wisdom check that we do at this table, and it's just to get a sense of, the spooky vibes. What's going on? What's going on here?
Vibes be.
What's going on here? Go ahead and give me a spooky vibes check.
Remind me again.
It's just a straight wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
It's a wisdom check.
13.
13. There do be some spooky vibes. Some very intense spooky vibes.
I
And
gotta
if
get out of here.
As you look around, you can see actually a number. So you you start to look around and you sense where you are, and you can see that there are numerous birds and crows up in the thing, and they're just watching you.
You want one of those, Alma?
Yeah.
They're
Do you
really
think, Do you think you have to go?
Stop, don't bring them over here.
Well, do you think they'll listen to that even?
I don't know.
Looks like they want to kill us.
I think they might be enchanted somehow.
Right.
By the
that would
lady?
make sense. No, that makes sense.
Moxie, where do we go?
And he raises a hand and he points. And you can see off kind of through the trees on this kind of rise that you guys are on as it leads down into kind of a strange valley. You see a heavy, ever-present mist that's just running around the bases of the peaks and the pines, and you see just the faintest splotch of light down in the center.
Cool, the spookiest part. Got it. Cool, thank you.
Great.
I mean,
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's do it.
This is what we came for.
Nora.
Mozzie, do you want me to carry you again?
Yeah.
All right. And I princess scoop him up again.
Just curls up in your arms.
I still didn't get a thank you for the first time.
Right. And he puts his little hand up. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. And I carry him.
All right, and you carry little Mozzie down into this valley, and as you guys go down, you see again the mist that begins to kind of suffuse everything around you. You see, as you walk by, you see elk like watching you, crows. You see all manner of woodland creatures that literally just watch as you enter into this space, and eventually, you make your way towards that light. Until you find yourselves in front of it. You kind of round the bend around a tree, and you see amidst all these pines, you see a thick-treed cherry blossom tree, about 20 feet, and this huge canopy of like white, pink, and red blossoms that just fall gently. And you look on the snow all around, there's something a little bit off. The red petals maybe a touch too sanguine, a touch too vibrant. It's almost unsettling because this beautiful thing should be beautiful, but instead is deeply unsettling.
I don't like it here.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Really? That's surprising, given all the darkness and the crows and whatever that is.
The animals staring at us, that tree.
I mean, it's kind of a pretty tree. It's a little off.
There's a certain serenity to it.
Is that the lady?
The tree?
He said a thing.
Weaver, are you here?
A thing could be anything.
Oh.
The door you see in a tree that you actually didn't see, as a matter of fact. You see as a piece of the tree falls outward and warm light pours out and away.
I think she's here.
Okay, I think she might be in there.
Seems likely, Alma.
Guess we go forward.
Okay. It's better with these crows, I
I've
think,
been
now.
waiting for some time for all of you. Please, come. We have much to discuss. You hear it in your heads and in your minds.
I'll shoot a worried look to Thessaly, but then I'll step forward and lead the way in.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
Follow. Yep, going
As you
in.
approach, you see the roots of the cherry tree shift and move at your presence.
They should not do that.
Yeah, I know.
I know, Seeker.
That's my foot.
And blossoms fall all around you. You enter into the warm light, and you see a space beyond. As you cross the threshold, something much larger on the inside than it should be from the outside, much larger than it could possibly account for. You see the interior of a home, deep red wood floors that extend outward and away into a labyrinth of interconnected shelves, rafters, and everywhere, connecting almost everything. You see red silk threads all throughout, connecting objects to the rafters, to other things. You see shelves lined with books and oddities stretched back into darkened chambers, also lit with eerie red light. You see a glass of assorted eyes, a gem the size of a head in which appears to be suspended a large heart. Instruments, paintbrushes, books, scrolls, picture frames, hourglasses, and every manner of oddity and end that your mind could conjure, at once jumbled and orderly, all in its own way. And sitting, with their back to you, a tall, elongated figure, sitting in a 4-poster loom, fashioned of what looks like pure gold. You see a long, thin neck going up to a bald head, around the back of which is wrapped a delicate golden chain attached to some sort of apparatus, like a headdress. You see an almost frill-like extension come up and away from the head. You see an elongated, thin body sheathed in pink silk that gathers at the waist before flowing outward and away. And you see as 6 arms operate this loom in this as delicate red threads are spun outwards and away. I welcome you, all famed agents of repair. I trust my emissary ensured your safe passage into my domain.
Well, he showed the way.
Not really, but we are here.
No, he did okay.
Thank you for your service, friend Mazi. In exchange for your deeds, I return to you that which was given. And one of the arms floats up with a glass knife and cuts one of the threads above her. Ooh. And you see as Mazi just and silently begins to weep.
Mozzie?
And he turns to all of you guys, and with a smile on his face, pained. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What?
And we'll pick up there next time. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys. We are Venture Forth! We are going to be here for about 15 minutes, guys, hanging around. Would love to say hi to everybody. We are going to do a quick group photo with the team, I think, first, just like right over there. And then we are going to head over to the autograph area at the convention center.
Yes.
We'll be there from 2:30 to 3:30.
2:30 to 3:30.
And then we have another panel tonight at 6 where we're talking.
If you would like an autograph, we have an exclusive JavaCon 2024 poster that we will be signing. So please come and get one.
Thank you guys so much. You have all been wonderful.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Hey nerds, Seth here. If you're enjoying Venture Forth, please like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you're using, and make sure to tell all your friends, all of them, like every one of them. If you're interested in going the extra mile, of course, you can check out our Patreon. The link is always in our description. You can support the show there. We are so grateful for our patrons. We wouldn't be able to do this without them. And if you're interested in becoming one and, helping us do the thing, then you can head on over there. And of course, you get access to some really cool bonus exclusive content that is only available to our patrons. So anywho, check it out. Thank you so much. Bye, nerds.